of different options.
Right.
And one of those was whether or not to go with a convertible. But I hadn't thought about it. I hadn't put those two dots together.
Well, that's part of my job is how are you going to use your car? And you think about that in real world and situations in which you're going to use the car, and that starts to make some sense. And I know you're like, oh gosh, Rick, you know, it's $7,500 more for the convertible.
Right.
I keep talking about all the nuances and the advantages of the convertible besides styling, but just functionality. And I think that's what triggered you. Absolutely. And then it was back and forth into 2LT, 3LT. And I got you, because I'm flexible with your money.
Hop in, young lady.
TJ Smart letting his wife ride out. Look at you, you're such a gentleman.
Most of the time, I'm smart.
Well, good morning, everybody, and thank you so much for joining us on our Sunday Coffee with Conti. My name is Rick, and forgive me if I cautiously take a sip out of my mug, because before the camera went on, I was practicing, and I went like this and went bang right into my teeth. I was like, oh my gosh. Can you pretend you actually drank out of a mug before? Oh, man. I've been selling this car for 29 plus years. I'll tell you, some great stories, incredible experiences, and now having the YouTube component, I can share those with you guys, along with sharing the specs of the cars that you order. This is so much fun. It really is a thrill. It really is an honor. So thank you for taking the time to share that with us. I am a car guy. I love talking cars, and in fact, that's what I'm going to be doing this coming weekend in Texas. If you guys been with us any length of time, you've heard for years in July, hey, thanks for the invite to the Corvette Invasion. I'm sorry, because of scheduling conflict, I can't make it, I can't, blah, blah, blah. This year, I'm gonna make it to the Corvette Invasion. This is a huge show in Texas. I have a lot of great friends and clients in Texas. Houston, come on over and see us. Austin, San Antonio, Dallas, get on down there. Corvette Invasion this Friday and Saturday. Now, I wish if I had my son Ryan, we would drive down, but I'm gonna fly in. I'm not up for, number one, the time, but I'm just not up for an 18-hour drive one way and then back, you know what I mean? So I'm gonna fly in Friday, hang out with you guys, the meet and greet. We're gonna talk Corvettes. I wanna see your car. If you've got questions, if you're looking to buy a car, wanna know how this out-of-state thing works, happy to help you with that. I just love being around Corvette and Corvette people. Looking forward to seeing you guys. Thanks again for the invite to the Corvette Invasion this coming weekend. Now, speaking of cool cars and specs, I can't wait to share with you the two send-off pats we have for you on today's show. One's going to be a real-time delivery, a great-looking car, and one's going to be one of many that I still have yet to air, but I'm excited to share just another great guy, great personality, great journey, and just a wonderful-looking car that he ordered. It's something that you guys, hey, I like that. You always get ideas from other people. You might like what Chris did to his car and might want to order one for yourself. I know a guy if you're looking. And before we get to those send-off pats, I do have a box that I want to open. Jerry Jones or something from we were just talking about. Okay, this is from Texas. Yes, I have a blue knife. I'm obsessed. Over here. Oh, this is from Sean Jones. The guy. Okay, we didn't plan that. I just announced I'm going to go to the Corvette Invasion, and I got a box from Sean. Okay, talk about perfect timing. The stars are lining up on that one, dude. Hello, Rick. Here's a little something to show our appreciation for all you do for the Corvette community. A fun bobblehead. I understand working in sales can sometimes be stressful and challenging, but we know it's all about having fun. Yes, indeed, sir. We hope you'll keep this in your office, and whenever you're having a rough day, it will bring a smile to your face. Thanks again for everything you do for the Corvette community, and remember to stop dreaming and start driving. Sean Jones, the organizer of the Corvette Invasion. Boy, was that perfect. What if I said I wasn't going? From your friends at Corvette Invasion. It's a bobblehead of me. I think that's supposed to be me. Boy, I look old in a bobblehead. Oh my gosh, that is so cool. Hey, Sean, that is, wow, dude. That's really, that's, yeah, it is. Thanks, dude. I really appreciate that. Looking forward to meeting you guys this weekend at the I gotta be careful, I don't want to break this, at the Corvette Invasion. So a couple of send-off pats where we make it fun, make it official as you get going in your new Corvette, and I hope you drive the wheels off of it. I think that's, for me, and that's what I try to share with you guys, that's the way you really, you may like just sitting looking at your car, but I'm telling you, the more you drive it, I think the more that you're going to fall in love with it. A couple of great people, great looking specs. First up is going to be that weird kind of wacky situation on the gray Z06. It worked out great. And then a beautiful spec from Chris. I hope you enjoyed today's Coffee Easy Now with Conti. You guys have to admit, these lights make this car look spectacular. Yeah, we got a little road snack here, and I gotta thank the young lady that stopped me here at the gas station. It gave me such great pride. Over the years, I've had dealer demos, but she said, "Mister, is that your car?" And I was able to say, yes, it was. So she goes, "It is beautiful. I love the color." And I was like, thank you. Yeah, man, I love this car. Love it that you guys joined us today on the channel. I'm going to share with you another quick Corvette Museum delivery. I try to make everyone. I can't make everyone, but when I can, I will. And today we are a beautiful Seawolf Gray C8 freaking Z06 send-off pad. Wow, what a beautiful day. And what a beautiful place. Yes, indeed. We're again back at the National Corvette Museum. I told you, any chance I can to get here for a delivery, for an event. I love being here. There's just so much heritage, so much pride here around this car. It's pretty cool. Now, a car I shared with you guys in a video sometime back just recently is not going to the original customer that ordered it, but I think everything happens for a reason. That story, though, will go in one of my wacky book of stories in the future, but I can't wait for you to meet our past customer who is getting what is going to be, I did double check, it is the third highest MSRP of the year for Z06, just under $182,000. But the spec is freaking gorgeous, man. You guys are gonna love this one. Ah, there she is. This car's almost became a permanent fixture at the National Corvette Museum. Thought they were going to buy it and keep it in the display, but yeah, we had 3 no-shows on it. But I'm excited to introduce you to TJ here in just a moment. This beautiful, and I'm going to get some pictures outside. We've got a sunny day. When the sun hits this carbon fiber, hits the Seawolf Gray, the stripe, the yellow accents, this thing is going to explode off your screen today. This is a great looking car. And Chris here at the museum got worried. They walked in, they had 2 big giant suitcases. He's like, he goes, the front and the back are full of accessories. He goes, they won't even fit on your lap. He goes, don't worry, we're trailering it back to Illinois. Okay, he goes, thank goodness. All right, there's our proud owner. Of course, that's Chris from the National Corvette Museum. Yeah, we're gonna get rid of that.
So when
we got a new one coming for you. I already took care of it. It's handled.
So when it comes, said you'll just pop that out the stick so you don't
talk about the custom name badge. That's out of there. We're gonna get one for TJ.
So let me show all your goodies to this car.
Bunch of new features though on this one. And it's a bad boy too, man.
Never took the top out of the 20.
Show you how it stores.
I only got 600 miles on it.
On the 20 that you got for me? Oh my gosh, you're kidding me. It's so weird watching other guys do the delivery. This is what I do. I love doing this. I want to jump in there and start talking, but they do a great job here at the National Corvette Museum. Who knows? Maybe one day Ricky will be here on the boulevard doing the delivery for you guys. I enjoy doing that. That's the point, that you establish that lasting impression with your customers and really help them understand how to use this car. The problem is there's so much on the car that most of it you'll forget. Most of it you won't use, so we try to curtail our presentations to stuff that you're actually going to use. There's some great features on this new car, man. I'm hoping and praying that he actually, not just because it's Corvette and I encourage you guys to drive it, but because it's a Z06 Corvette, I certainly hope he puts 600 miles on the first week rather than waiting 4 years. Like it in person even better than the pictures?
It's nice.
Oh, dude, it's beautiful. Are they going to pull it outside at all today or no? Are you going to pull it after you're done with him?
Yeah.
Okay.
Have you seen the new banner?
Yes, I like it.
It's a much improvement from.
Yeah, I know. Well, we've been
for years.
Many have been complaining for years. Yeah, sorry.
If you've been here as long as I have.
Right.
So that's another story. If you ever have to fill the hydraulics for the lifts and stuff, that fills cap's right here.
Okay.
So it's under here too.
It's blue.
And it uses .4 brake fluid just like the car does.
All right, let's officially say hi to TJ on the channel. Good to finally meet you, dude.
How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing great, man. I got to thank Kurt, too. I mean, he's been a good friend. He's been a good customer and a friend of mine as well. You jumped on it just like this. You've done this before. Thank you for your swift action. And just congratulations on one hell of a nice looking car,
Thanks
man.
for the nice car.
Yeah, man. Thank you so much. I know you're trailering at home, but I can't wait to get your reactions when you drive it, man. I mean, you got to be pumped up.
Big
This
fun.
is Z06, dude. This is a whole different than your 2020.
Oh, yeah. It'll be fun.
Is your wife over there?
Yep.
She knows what a big kid you are.
Oh, yeah, she does.
Yeah, that's good, man. I just want to thank you and just want to say hi and celebrate the fact that you got one hell of a nice looking car, man.
Thanks for the damn nice car.
Hop in, young lady.
TJ Smart letting his wife ride out. Look at you, you're such a gentleman.
Most of the time, I'm smart.
Hey,
That don't happen very often.
That's all right. Take advantage when you can, bro. That's great. I love it.
leave that here in the museum. Put it down.
What fun people, man. See, this is the part of the job that I really enjoy. Now, not driving it home as we said, going to be trailering it, but we're going to get some pictures outside. And before we get pictures, we're going to do this send off pat for TJ and Lisa right here on this beautiful, the third highest MSRP Z06 for us in 2024. And simply a gorgeous looking car. Oh, yes, I know winglets. I forgot I got to rub those. Yes, I'm sorry. That's right. Yeah. There's been news about the new banner here at the National Corvette Museum when you take delivery. You guys, I think we did a story on this a couple of years ago. People are saying, hey, we need something new out there. You guys got it. Hopefully you like that. Make a comment down below. Let us know what you think of Adrenaline Meets Tradition. Living the Dream banner here at the National Corvette Museum. Holy crap. Look at that, huh?
That fucking looks good.
Yeah, it does. Now he's even more excited. Told you, man. Look at this thing. Wow, man. Wait till the sun hits these carbon fiber wheels too, dude.
This carbon flash stuff up here too. It's really.
Oh, that's just
it's
jump.
Hopping, yeah.
Oh yeah, man. Beautiful. Wow.
Today's gonna take some big-
And now you can see there's an actual metallic in the Seawolf Gray. So yeah, it really, really jumps.
They'll hold it all day. So if you want to go in there, just it's under y'all's name.
You got any
I'll-
beer in there?
I told you TJ's a cool guy. They're talking about the restaurant Stingray Grill. First thing TJ says, he goes, hey, they got any beer in there? He goes, all right, I'm good. I love it. We need to get more room in this office. We've got the kids on the couch. Mom and Dad are here. All right, Chris and Deanna. From Kentucky, you're about to see a beautiful spec here. And it's neat how this car came to be in your life. And when we go outside, I want you to, if you could, and a lot of people can relate to what you're going through trying to buy this car. And it's unfortunate what you had to go through.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of glad through the channel that you and I hooked up.
Oh, yeah.
And we got a chance to order a really special car. That's cool. And you got a smile on your face, so that's good too. I love it. I can't stand it when the wives get here and they're all grimacing. I don't understand why he needs this car. That's not Deanna. She's digging
that
it.
is
So that's
not
good.
her, not
That's
her.
that a girl. That's what I like. All right. And the boys just found out when they got here that you were getting this car.
Yeah. I've been
That was
keeping
kinda
it
cool.
a secret for over a year
Oh, wow.
because I've been looking for
That's crazy.
almost a year and a half.
Okay, so you're almost, you're 3.5 hours away. So
Yes.
did they question why you're coming to Columbus to a car dealer?
Well, they didn't know it was a car dealer. They didn't know the car dealer until we pulled in.
Okay.
And all we heard is, why are we doing this? What were we doing? So,
Well, it's like we have this at home.
Right, right.
We have car dealerships at home.
Yeah, it's like, well, yeah, what are we doing here? It's like, okay, the mom and dad are in the shop. It's going to take forever. And they start looking at their phones. Yeah, I know. I got kids. I know what it's all about. Come out and check out this car, guys. So let's go check it out.
all right.
It's a beautiful car too, guys. This is the guy I talked about. If you guys watch the channel, I don't know how many videos back it was that he and I met coming back from a race event in Kentucky. He was kind enough to reach out to me. He says, hey, Rick, I know you're going to be coming by Louisville. If you get a chance, I'd like to meet you, and I'll buy you a coffee. So I got to tell the coffee story because it was just bizarre that I guess it's, I don't know, I'm not... It's just, if you try to buy anything and you're waiting for change and stuff like that, isn't it crazy? It'll say on the screen, give the guy $3.58, and they stare down at the thing and they don't know what 58 cents is. It's just crazy. It was like when we ordered the coffee, and I said, man, I'm not really a fan of Starbucks coffee. When I went to New Mexico, I took a shot after we had that coffee at that restaurant, and it was like the worst coffee ever. And I'm like, gosh, I would take Starbucks over this stuff. It was crazy. So anyways, I ordered coffee, and I said, here, just give me half water and half coffee. And I got that blank, you got that blank stare, and you were like, what's the problem? Like, he just wants half hot water and half coffee. And it took a couple minutes for her to comprehend that. It was, so that's the coffee story. So anyways, we had a great conversation about cars. You were back and forth on coupe versus convertible. And you did go to convertible. Did I influence you with that?
Absolutely. So I could tell you the story. Okay, so let's go back and rewind us just a little bit.
Okay.
How I drove 3 hours and passed many other Chevrolet dealers.
Yeah, you actually, I appreciate that. This is actually a good story people can relate to, and I appreciate you doing that just for tooting my horn, but it's unfortunate you had to go through what you're going through because that still goes on today.
It's so weird. So here's the deal. I had been looking at a car like this for a little while, been doing a lot of research, and of course Rick is an authority on Corvettes. He's well known in the community, of course. And I started watching these videos, trying to get an idea of, you know, what's out there and what all the different trim levels mean. Because the car is impressive, it looks fantastic, but I don't know all the nuances. So I started doing my research, and Rick comes up, and I started watching all of his videos. And in one of his videos, he mentions he's going to be coming down to the National Corvette Museum. Now, I live in Louisville. I actually graduated from Western Kentucky University, so I'm very familiar with Corvettes.
Oh, cool.
And actually, I grew up in the town where he scraped this car, so at the Cracker Barrel.
Oh,
so
I forgot about that.
Yeah, so there's all these weird connections. So anyway, he tells me, or through the video, I find out he's going to be around. I say, hey, when you're coming back up, let me take you out to coffee, you know, because I contact him. He's like, yeah, sure. So we kind of got a little delayed on that because you ran into a bunch of traffic. You were super tired.
Oh, I was big time tired, and I did need a coffee, and I was just like, I was toast, and we were just so busy at the track, but he was really understanding, and it was literally right off the exit. They were right there.
I tried to make that as convenient as possible.
I appreciate that, man.
Because I knew you had a long day. So we sat down, we went through all the different configurations and whatnot, and one of the things I mentioned to him was, you know, I have never actually gotten to drive the car. I've sat in them.
Yeah, but what happened? You went to several dealers trying to drive a Corvette.
Yeah, so I went to several dealers looking to drive a Corvette, and I understand not driving a new one. I get that. Okay. But they had used ones, and no one wanted to actually let me test drive a used Corvette. I traveled to, I went to a couple dealerships. They're like, yeah, sure, come on down. We'll let you drive it. I get there. No, we won't do it.
Why would they do that?
Beyond me why.
That's weird.
It wasn't like it was so precious. It wasn't a Lamborghini. It wasn't a McLaren or something.
Ferrari or anything like that.
Right. I mean, these things, you know, I get it from like a new one, but a used one with a couple thousand, you know, 3,000 miles. And so, getting ahead of myself. So Rick said, why don't you just drive mine? Now, I'm not saying that Rick's gonna let anyone drive his Corvette, but I was fortunate enough.
But I have, and I told you, I bought it as a tool, most certainly.
But I was fortunate enough to be able to drive it, and we only drove it like 4 miles or something. All I wanted to do was just sit in the car, make sure that I could see out of it, I felt comfortable with it. Right. You know, everything kind of felt nice. And that was it. I wasn't gonna track it, obviously, on a test drive.
It was dark when we were there.
Yeah,
so,
yeah. So anyway, we got the opportunity, I had the opportunity to be able to drive it, and I'm like, finally, okay, well, at that point, I feel comfortable with it. Let me, I wanted to think about it a little bit more because we talked about a lot of different options.
Right.
And one of those was whether or not to go with a convertible.
Right.
Now with the coupe, I'm concerned of some buffering issues.
Right.
And he was like, well, you know, you can put the window down a little bit and that kind of alleviates some of that issue. You can't really do that in a coupe. Right. I was like, okay. But then one of the things he mentioned was, you know, what's really nice about the convertible is that you still have your trunk space. Now, with this car, we're thinking about, my wife and I thinking about, you know, maybe doing a couple weekend getaways and everything. And we haven't learned to pack light yet. So
You will soon.
we'll need to, yeah, we definitely will, but we'll definitely need every inch of space we can get if we go out and, you know, go somewhere. So one of the things he said was, if you have a convertible, you know, the top just stores into the back and you still have all of your trunk space. So with a, as opposed to a coupe, where you have to take the top out and you have to store it in that trunk space and you won't have that extra room.
Yeah, you lose everything at that point.
So that was something that's like, obviously that's obvious, but I hadn't thought about it. I hadn't put those two dots together.
Well, that's part of my job is how are you going to use your car? And you think about that in real world and situations in which you're going to use the car, and that starts to make some sense. And he's like, oh gosh, Rick, you know, it's $7,500 more for the convertible.
Right.
But I keep talking about all the nuances and the advantages of the convertible besides styling, but just functionality. And I think that's what triggered you.
Yeah,
and then it was back and forth into 2LT, 3LT. And I got you, because I'm flexible with your money. And he went with the 3LT, and he goes, man, you got me, dude, with the yellow stitching and the yellow seatbelts, man. I was like, yeah, dude.
The yellow stitching is what kind of would put me over that, because I really wanted to tie in everything. And he had mentioned that on the previous video, that it's like a yellow and blue and black combination. And that interior just looks really great, especially with yellow stitching. It's just wonderful. Look at this as being a once-in-a-lifetime type of experience, right? Because I'm getting older. I mean, everyone's getting older, right? And like you said, you know, stop dreaming, start driving.
Yeah, baby.
And, you know, if not now, then when?
Right. No, exactly right.
So, and I had the opportunity through some family dynamics to come into a little bit of money, and it was given to me for a purpose, and that purpose was to get a car that I want to go out and have fun in. So
see, that makes it more special. Yeah, it does.
So there's a reason. I mean, normally, under normal circumstances, I would never have this opportunity. It's just that things lined up the way they did, and the opportunity presented itself. And I was
no matter how crazy or unfortunate they are, I still believe that things happen for a reason.
I looked at several different cars for over the course of a year. I mean, I really love an Acura NSX, the old ones, not the newer ones are great, but the old ones. Right. But man, that stuff, those prices just went crazy high. And I started looking at it, and it's like, okay, the car's like 30 years old. It's beautiful. Right. You know, but they're way more expensive than this. Or
for that kind of money, you've got some choices.
And then this has a warranty, that doesn't. This is a newer car. You know, things are going to start breaking down. You're not going to have parts for it. This one you will. Right. I mean, I know there's some purists out there saying, hey, that's an manual, analog car, and this is more digital. 100% agree with that. Sure. But for our family situation, having fun, you know, I think this is great. Plus, I graduated from Western Kentucky University in Bowling Green, and that's where the Corvette's made. So I've been looking at these for years and years and years.
Oh, that's wonderful, man. Thanks again for the business. Thanks for the opportunity and reaching out. I'm glad we did hook up.
Thanks for doing these videos. They're very, very informative.
I appreciate that. Believe it or not, I get some flack sometimes from doing videos, and it blows me away. I'm like, how could sharing experiences, great stories like this and journeys like this be such a hassle? And you'd be surprised at some of the backlash that I get for doing the videos. And I'm so committed to the car, the customer, the marketplace, and committed to share that. So hearing that really does make me feel good. So thank you guys for watching and listening. It does mean a lot. It really does.
Thank you, Rick.
All right, we're going to finish up with a send-off, Pat. That's coming up.
3 hours later.
All right.
Deanna, thank you.
Oh, it was great to meet you.
Good to meet you. You doing a remote start? Is that what you're doing?
There we go.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, I like it. I like it. Sounds good, man.
Awesome.
I know you're going to enjoy this. I usually tell people, hey, enjoy your car. You're going to enjoy your car.
Oh, yeah.
I'm glad that our channels had an impact for you to get this car. For me, really, truly, to be a part of this at this time of your life is awesome. To share it, I think it is awesome. I think it motivates other people that are on the couch thinking about getting a Corvette. That's the message I try to, the stop dreaming, start driving. Yeah. It's for real. It's not just a marketing thing. It really is. It's just like as we get older, we really look at things differently in our lives. It's just like, it's all got to mean something, the stuff we went through. Right now, I think it's time to have fun.
It
know what I mean?
absolutely is, especially tonight on the way home with this
Yeah,
one.
damn straight, man.
I appreciate
Congratulations,
it.
man.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, we're gonna keep in touch. I'll
Absolutely.
probably see you when I go in Kentucky again.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll stop at that Starbucks again.
Well, you know, I got a younger, I got a kid that's going to Bowling Green. He's going to be a Western just like his dad. And so, yeah, I'll probably be down
That's
there
cool.
a lot. I'm sure we'll run into each other.
Absolutely. I hope so.
All right.
Fantastic.
Thank you so much.
Thanks again for the business.
Thank
I
you.
appreciate it. We're going to make it official. Give him a send-off pat for Chris and his wife, Deanna, going back to Kentucky. Now, because you remote started it, when you get in, you got to put your foot on the brake and then push the start button. Then it knows that you're in the car.
Okay.
Now you're good. Great looking spec, huh, guys? Look at this just pop under these LED lights. Wow. Fun, man. That's what this is all about. Fun. Great. Seriously, Chris, great job. We've got you a send off pat for your very first Corvette. Congratulations. C51's got a wing and we're going to rub it. Yeah, man. Congratulations, dude.